Well, you can call me a foreteller, you know. You can call me a prophet of doom if at all you are a supporter of Liverpool. But if you support Arsenal and Man City, you can as well come and refer to me as a person who really went ahead to make a right prediction. Now, Liverpool has lost 4 Premier League games in a row. Guys, they've lost 4 Premier League games in a row. I tell you this, and they're losing in the same fashion. That is it. Welcome to the Rokani Media Football. How are you guys and where you're watching us from? I go by the names of Rokani David. Smash like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name and hope you guys are really having real fun in here onto our beautiful channel. Now, let's see close to 300 likes much on this video because I know that many of you are really waiting in for my submission over this particular fixture because it is really one of those that has gone ahead to obviously come to pass. As I told you, when we're heading into the international break, I told you the 4 fixtures that Liverpool is set to play. Man United, Brentford, Aston Villa, and Man City. What was my submission if I told you were a regular onto this channel? I told you it's really going to be hard for Liverpool to win 2 games out of these 4 because all these teams are really hard and Liverpool is a side that has gone ahead to concede very many goals and you cannot come out and really trust them when it comes to keeping a clean sheet. They'll score the goals, but at the beginning of the season I told you no team can average conceding 2 goals per game, and you tell me that they will obviously keep winning in the fashion they are winning in. You know, they won against Bournemouth, same fashion. Newcastle, same fashion. For Burnley, they left it late. They got a penalty. They beat Arsenal, and there is another team they went ahead to beat. And after all what they did, I came up here and really told you that the club of Liverpool cannot sustain this. What they are doing is not sustainable, and you've got to hate to see it that 4 games in a row have been lost by Liverpool. And how did all this goal galore come up? In the 50th minute, Dango Ouattara went ahead to obviously score a goal from that throw-in, and the manager of Liverpool says they spent the entire Friday training how to defend the throw-ins of Brentford. And throw-ins are also really huge when it comes to creating goals, because if you ask Chelsea how they really considered the leveler, it was through the same throw-in in there. Then in the 45th minute, Kevin Sheddy went ahead to make it 2-0. You hear, Brentford was 2-0 ahead of Liverpool by the 45th minute. Now, in the added minutes, Milos Kekos went ahead to pull one back for the side of Liverpool. But 15 minutes into the first start, through into the second half, Igor Thiago went ahead to obviously score a penalty to make it 3-1 for the side of Liverpool. And in the 89th minute, Mohamed Salah pulled another goal to make it 3-2, and Liverpool couldn't come out and obviously capitalize onto that, and Liverpool went ahead to obviously be beaten in that fashion in there. My problem with Liverpool is that they spent huge money on forwards, you know, but the central defense was really lacking. You know, in the wide areas, you can obviously get a Sobasilai and drop him there or anyone, but in the central defense, you looked at the body language of Konate at the second goal, not running enough, because he really gave up, you know, as the player really got towards the D of the 18 yards box area. That's how he went ahead to give up. And giving up like that is unacceptable for a Konate, we all know, because we all know how fast Konate is and how good he is when it comes to closing down those players in there. So Konate, obviously, to me, looks like the heart is somewhere else at Real Madrid and the body is at Liverpool. That is what I'm saying with Konate. That is it. When you look at the third one, penalty, obviously that's all poor defending for Liverpool, and shows you that that team is set to really concede very many goals. And remember, they are hosting Aston Villa next. Aston Villa went ahead and beat a team known as Spurs, a team that was really in form, and they beat them last weekend at their stadium. Now they are going to play Man City today, and they'll obviously play Liverpool next. So I tell you that Liverpool is really in for it, and they really lost another game. Their defense is the problem. The manager went ahead to obviously make some changes, and he brought in Hugo Ekitike to lead the line, meaning that Alexandra Isak was really having an injury. But all in all, nothing went ahead to obviously change. They conceded 3, they scored 2, and you can't survive like that. That is Liverpool for you in there. Now, let's go to the team stats in here. 17 shots by Brentford, 15 shots by Liverpool, 8 shots on target by Brentford, 5 shots on target by Liverpool, 34% ball possession by Brentford, 66% ball possession by Liverpool, 236 passes completed by Brentford. Liverpool completed 487, 83% passing accuracy by Brentford. Liverpool had 90% passing accuracy. 7 fouls committed by Brentford. Liverpool committed 9. 3 yellow cards to Brentford, 2 yellow cards to Liverpool, 0 red cards to Brentford, and 0 red cards to Liverpool. 2 offsides to Brentford and 0 offsides to Liverpool. Then 5 corners to Brentford and 4 corners to the side of Liverpool. That's how things went ahead to pan out in match day 9. And you're always letting you know that next season when it starts, don't judge any team. Don't judge any team, because a team that starts very badly, by the 10th game, they can be ahead of a team that has been really playing very well. Everyone was hailing Liverpool and dissing Manchester United, but when you look at the Premier League table, Manchester United is the team that is obviously doing the needful. They are now ahead of Liverpool, and they've both gone ahead to play 9 games. Can you imagine? United is ahead of Liverpool by a point, and this is how the table is really looking. Arsenal, 8 games played, they're having 19 points, and that means if they win today against Crystal Palace, Arsenal will be 7 points ahead of Liverpool. You understand? Sunderland, 9 games played, they're having 17 points. Man City, 8 games played, having 16. They beat Aston Villa today, they go to 19. That means they will be 4 points ahead of Liverpool. Manchester United is 4th with 16 points in there. Bournemouth is 5th with 15 points. Liverpool is 6th with 15 points. Tottenham Hotspur can surpass Liverpool, as you see. Crystal Palace can also surpass Liverpool if they beat Arsenal. Newcastle can level up with Liverpool, and Liverpool have 2 goals as a difference, or Newcastle can't because they already played. Aston Villa can level Liverpool if at all they beat Man City. So that's what we ahead we see into this beautiful game of football. And that's why I always tell you, let us first see the first 10 games. The first 10 games are really very important because they're responsible for how this table will obviously shape up. You understand? So don't just come out there and give your predictions anyhowly. You can see a team win even 10 games. I remember Ange Postecoglou's opening season, he went ahead to win how many games? He went ahead to win very, very, very many games. And when he did win all those games, you know what happened? It really came to our notice that he was on top of the table. But at the end of the season, he was even fighting to go into the Champions League. And I think he went to UEFA Europa League. He never went to the Champions League, but I'm not mistaken. So guys, that's what I had for you in here. But Liverpool have been beaten 4 times in a row. And I tell you, however much Ancelotti went ahead, obviously win a Premier League trophy last season, if this run doesn't change, then I tell you, sacking him will be inevitable at Liverpool. I don't know whether Liverpool really has that patience, because he has gone ahead to do his job last season, but this season he's really failing to do the job. And it's all about Ancelotti and the technical department of Liverpool. You can't tell me that you never saw to it that you needed defenders in the central defense, because Virgil van Dijk and Konate don't have competition. That's why they're really playing like that, because they know they are the only options that Liverpool really has, and through that, that's why they're really doing what they are doing. Good afternoon. Enjoy your Sunday. We are having fixtures today: Man City, Aston Villa, and Arsenal is going to be hosting Crystal Palace.